Alright guys, so I think what I want to do is while I'm working on some of these things that just take a good long while, because I know some of you might be actually interested in watching me do this. This right here is just going to be me cleaning this. I'm not going to be really talking about this process because all I'm doing is just brushing. Yeah. I just wanted to use this time as a way to talk to my subscribers to see what their thoughts were on certain things. I was working on this just the other day, and I recorded a video of me doing the same thing, just working on this and talking about my ranting, I guess you could say, about what I think about antiques versus, not even antiques, just the quality of furniture and stuff, and how I feel it's degraded over the past couple decades. But now, since I have the time, and I'm not going to rant about that again, if you haven't seen it, you can go back and watch it. I haven't posted it yet, but I haven't posted this one yet either, so it'll be up there. I'll name it like a rant or something like that. But what I'm thinking about right now is I want to see if I can get you guys to start thinking a little bit differently. And maybe some of you guys out there already do think like this. Well, I want to see if you do, then, feel free to post a comment. Let me know maybe some of the results you've had from this. I don't think I go a day without looking at the free section on Craigslist for my area. Now, that's not because I'm constantly trying to get free things. I'm not trying to go out there and pick up things and sell them. Though, oftentimes I could, and I've done it in the past. Sometimes I didn't even fix them up. I would just pick them up off the free section, wait a little bit, and then sell them just as is. Make a little profit. But what I want to talk to you guys about is I want you guys to start looking at things slightly differently. Think about what it is you want. Like what items you want around the house, around your garage, around your shop, around, your yard, etc. And just go on Craigslist. Now, chances are you're not going to find exactly what you want just sitting there, because a lot of things that are posted on Craigslist are gone relatively quickly. Because there's a lot of people on Craigslist that will run out and get the thing that they're looking for, or they'll just run out and get it and then sell it, or something like that. I've known a lot of people to do that. I don't really agree with it, but I don't know. People are people. But what I want you to do is not just okay, I could use a coffee table, or I could use, let's say you got a bench like me. I had a bench top miter saw, chop saw. And I was trying to figure out, I wanted to build a bench for that separately. I didn't want that to be on my actual workbench, because it's quite dirty and whatnot. So I'm going to use that as an example. Now I ended up making my own, but I'm going to use that as an example. So you go on Craigslist, and you look around, and you see what is out there. And what I want you guys to do is look at the items. And obviously, of course, the first thing you're going to look at and say, well, that's a coffee table, or that's a blah, 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 whatever the heck it is. And a lot of stuff on there is garbage. People are just trying to get rid of their garbage, and they don't feel like taking it out to the dump or having it sit around in their yard waiting for garbage day. They want it gone right then and there. So they'll just post it out on Craigslist and hope some sucker will come along and pick it up. But what I want you guys to do is look around there, look in the free section, and see what kind of items you can find that are on there. And look at it, not just look at it and say, okay, there's a coffee table. Okay. Well, wow, that got shiny quick. Cool. Sorry. Okay, you see a coffee table. You're looking at the ad. Okay, well, it's a little roughed up. One of the legs is a little bit busted, or something along those lines. Or it's just ugly. Okay. Well, would you want the coffee table as is? Well, no, it's ugly, it's a little bit busted, etc. Okay. So then what is physically speaking a coffee table? I mean, it's not just a really small table. It's a big sheet of, I'm assuming in this case it'll be wood, so it's a big sheet of wood. Normally, not often it would be solid wood, it wouldn't be plywood. Okay, be relatively small. 4 legs and, a tabletop, maybe a shelf underneath. Okay. Well, didn't we just say that you could use a bench for your miter saw? Like, again, I was going back and using that as an example. So if you got that coffee table, you took the legs off of it, and you made new legs. Now you can make them nice and fancy legs or just some scrap pieces of plywood. Could you make a bench out of that? Well, sure you could. It'd probably be a nicer looking one than just a regular plywood one. And how much would it cost you? The gas to go out and pick it up. So, I mean, that's just one example. I mean, there's plenty of other things out there. Lots of things on Craigslist, lots of things for, for free or for dirt cheap or, just get it off my property. Things like that. I want you guys to just sit there and just think, not what is this item, but, well, yeah, not just what is it, but what physically is it. A coffee table. It's a big sheet of wood and 4 legs. I saw a bunch of people. One guy was giving away a 5-gallon bucket full of rocks. I was like, well, okay, that's kind of a silly thing to give away. But if it was close, if it was, like right down the street or something like that, I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not going to drive 20 minutes to get that. But if it was right down the street, I would have went and got it. Why? Just for a free 5-gallon bucket. A 5-gallon bucket, that's a seat, that's a way to carry stuff around. I wouldn't really care so much for the rocks, but I wouldn't have a problem just tossing them, somewhere in the backyard or something like that, or putting them in a pile and using that for a later project. I know that's not the best of examples because I really don't really need a 5-gallon bucket. But just look around at what other things, not what other things there are, but like what things that are on your Craigslist in your area or on FreeCycle. I'm not really on FreeCycle that much. You have to actually have an account and all that other stuff. I had a difficult time finding my area. Wow, look at that. I love it. But yeah, just look around and see what's out there and see what you could turn it into. If you can turn it into something. I mean, for an example, of like the garage, it doesn't need to be pretty. In fact, if you got somebody's old coffee table and turned it into a workbench, it might be prettier than a plywood one that you just toss together. Might have a smoother top. The one I ended up making was out of 2x4s. I had a bunch of 1x2s, and it's a mess. Otherwise, I would show you what it looks like. Yay for working on an organization. But part of it, I used a shelf out of an old bookcase that was a pressboard. I know pressboard is just. I look at pressboard like it's disposable furniture. But that's exactly what I was looking for. I wasn't looking for something that was going to be long lasting. I'd care less. If that little shelf decided to give out on me tomorrow, I take the stuff that's on it off, put them somewhere else, and eventually grab something else to replace it. It didn't cost me a dime, so I'm not too worried about it. If I wanted to, I could grab some of the scrap wood I have lying around here and make one, but there's nothing wrong with the one I have right now. It's not getting wet or anything like that. It's up off the floor. It's going to be there for a long time. Alright, so I'm going to get back to work here. It's actually coming along a lot better than I thought it was going to right off the bat. I thought I was going to have to do a lot more elbow grease into this. Can I say again how much I really like using vinegar to get the rust off of tools? Have I said that today? I think I have said it today, but I'm going to say it again. I really like the way that this vinegar works to get the rust off these tools. Now it's all over my hands, but it's really coming along nice. Alright, so I'm kind of in the middle of filming another video, so I'm going to jump back from my rant back over to that one. So, yeah. Alright, I'll try and keep... I do enjoy these rants, so please let me know if you guys are enjoying them, or if you want me to just stop with them. If you guys don't like them, I'll find another way to do them where I'm not bugging you guys. I do enjoy these rants, as I just said that. Yeah, I lost my train of thought. I'll try and keep them titled as a rant so that you guys don't accidentally click on it thinking that it's the next part of working on this or the next part of working on whatever I'm working on at the time. Alright, so I'm going to wipe my hands off and hit that stop recording button. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Alright, bye-bye.